guys, welcome to the channel of love. Oh, let's see if you guys get a notification. As quick as that? Wow. This is getting good. Oh, it's gone all quiet. Hi, Lana. I had the radio on. It was playing Patience by Take That. It was fast, wasn't it? Super fast. Super speed. Oh, and I had the radio on and now it sounds really quiet. And it's cold. Hi, Cherie. Hi, Megs. It's cold out there tonight. I think it might be frosty in the morning. How are you guys been? I thought I'd jump on. I wasn't sure if I was going to. I've been designing some more cards. Hi, Carol. It's been a nice Sunday. I haven't really achieved the things that I thought I was going to get done this weekend, but you've been forced to rest me too. And it's like, okay then, we're not going to do the stuff I thought we were going to do. So, but I was sitting here for a couple of hours and I've got 18 more cards, guys, for my deck. Hi, Moon Cookie. You had a rough night last night. I'm trying to think. I went to bed really early last night in comparison to what I have been. So it was before 1 a.m. and I was up quite nice and early. Been doing my housework, cleaning. Again, not as much as what I wanted, but it's all good. Got some good stuff done today. Well, it is what it is. Let me have a look and see. It's cold there, Alana. It is unfreezing. I just went down to the shop. What's the time here? Oh, it's 11:30 and it closes at 11 o'clock. So it's like, okay. So I stopped kind of my painting. Well, I didn't, because when I got back, I still had a few more cards and I wanted to get them done before I come on. You partied last night, Moon Cookie? I can't remember the last time that I partied, unless it was like on my own or with you guys. I can't remember the last time I even went out dancing. I don't feel like going out dancing on my own. Oh, I think them days are over, as in the clubbing days. Well, as I knew it anyway. Cold for Hawaii. Okay, let's have a look. What else? You felt down, but all good. You're sleepy. Okay, well, at least you're not grumpy. Sorry, the dwarfs came into mind. I'm sleepy. I'm happy. I'm sneezy. Anyone been sneezy? You can't wait to see. Okay, my cards. You slept in till 5:55. You're only here for a minute, Jess. Hi. Dinner and bedtime for my little guy, but I'll pop on when I can and listen back tomorrow morning. Good. I'll probably do the, what's it called? What do I do? Oh, the working week. That's what I do. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing that tonight. You had an odd dream of carrying the Three of Swords card and hearing weird voices, and I awoke. That's interesting, isn't it, Megs? The Three of Swords. And you were carrying them. That means you've taken them out of your heart, which means your heart's healing. Oh, there you go. You was carrying the heart with 3 swords anyway. Were the swords still in the heart? We picked that up the other evening, didn't we? That he was carrying the 3 swords like they'd been pulled out of the heart. Hi, May. Good evening, tribe. Okay, so I've got 18. We've got 11 people. 1 I can see, and 1 thumbs up. So we're 111. We're just coming up to 4 seconds in a minute. Well, not in a minute, like now. You feel better now and no, they weren't. They were just holes. That's good. Hi, McKenna. Okay, so we've got my channel of love cards, which are the 22 major arcana. Now, when I was first like cutting them out, because I do all these myself, like that's like acrylic paint. I don't know what type of, and like a Sharpie. I actually sit here and stencil, and I like doing that and cut them all out. Hi, Margarita. I will have a fantastic Monday. Thank you. You too. It starts soon, 25 minutes, and I'm into my Monday. Hi, Cherie. I don't know if I've missed you, so I'll say hi again. Okay. So I had the 22 major arcanas, and how I do it is, just whatever comes to mind. So I always look at the Rider-Waite cards. This is a little bit concerning because I've been pulling a few reads from the Druid Craft Tarot, and the messages, well, I don't know if we're going to be talking about it, but conflict on the masculine side. Okay, we'll see if we're going to talk about that today. Because in the end, I had to just keep kind of putting the cards away because they kept asking me if I was sure. It's like, what do you mean, am I sure? And I think it was coming up like, are you sure about your divine masculine? So I believe it could be some insecurities coming up for the masculines. But we'll talk about that later, if we need to. So what cards was it? Oh, I was going back to, so I can kind of like on a bit of card, I can get 4 cards out of it. And when I was first doing it, I had done a couple of, maybe they were just testers, I don't know, I was just playing around, but I've actually put them in here. So there's 2 other cards in there, and then I put the court cards in. So all your character cards, your pages, your knights, your queens, and your kings. I had fun doing them. The names I've come up with, they're kind of like Little Miss or Miss or Mrs. or Mr. someone. So it's going to be interesting. Hi, Cecilia. Good morning. It's 9:30 there. Well, good morning to you. I'm taking it's Monday, so have yourself a fantastic Monday. That's awesome. Look, hi everyone else who is super awesome. Hi, Laurie. I didn't see you come in. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. So we've got these cards now, look. And the court cards I've kind of painted green. And what I've not done this time is worry. It's like whatever came out went on the card. And I'm not really worried about whether they're perfection, whether they're perfect. So I've gone for like this green for the court cards. Should we have a play? What woke you up the other morning? Laurie. Was it an eagle? A bird? Doves? Seriously? Jason picked up the other day when I said about Purple Rain. Did any of you guys watch the video to Purple Rain? I tried to share a few of them on the... Did you hear at the beginning that he actually said that it was the feminines that had wrote the song? Because they looked shocked that he was actually going to be singing that song. So it was kind of weird because I was like, okay, whose words are they? Are they the feminine's words? And he's singing it. If you watch at the beginning, he comes on stage, you can see he's really nervous. And he said that the ladies in the band had wrote. And he did go over and, I don't know the movie, so I haven't got a clue. I'm not a big Prince fan. I wasn't really taken there. Well, I'm going to have to watch it maybe, if Divine sends it this way. I'll tell you one thing the Divine keeps sending me. I haven't checked it out yet, but I kind of took it as a real clear message today. And it's something that always seems to be a video. After I watch something on YouTube, it wants me to watch it. And it's understanding your birth chart, interpreting. Is it? I'm not. And I thought, okay. doesn't look like it's going to piss off until I actually have a look at it. Yeah. I think it depends, doesn't it? What you were kind of raised around in your environment. That's with any music, really. I didn't have any. I was the youngest. No Prince fans in my family, so I wasn't really introduced. I think one of the first Prince songs was when he done like Batman. He done a song for the Batman movie. And that was like years ago, because I remember watching that on like MTV when like satellite TV had only really just come out. Yeah, I obviously get quite a lot of messages through songs. Okay, I'm just going to catch up with your chat. Let's put the bloody cards down, although I'm giving them a good shuffle, aren't I? Okay, so we spoke about the movie Doves. When the doves cry, and I was saying about Purple Rain and bringing that into what Jason said, because I felt like it was a cry from the masculines being doves, okay? You're going to kind of say like lovebirds, okay? And not just that, but extending an olive branch as well, so peace. So when Jason put that with Purple Rain, and I was saying it was a high pitch bit, because you can see him getting very emotional on stage, Prince. So I think it's at the point where he says, I know that times are changing or the world's changing anyway. And that just reminds me of what would doves sound like if they were crying. They weren't in peace. Okay, let's have a look what else. You've been trying to tell people it's in the music. You know, we discover this. I think about like all the songs that I sing out that I would have been singing all these years, haven't got a clue what the lyrics are or what they actually mean. I think that comes with maturity, maybe. Especially with all the love songs, it's like, well, you can feel the depth now, but had a different meaning, doesn't it? And I'm realising that all my favourite songs that I kind of have, they have more meaning to me now. You was listening to Wayne Dyer, I am meditating, took headphones off and heard Doves Out of Your Window. I'm starting to, I kind of know when my children, that's a bit spooky. I was nearly falling asleep the other day, and I knew that my eldest child, my eldest child, will be ringing me after work. And I'd kind of forgotten, and I was woke with my eyes like fluttering. And when I woke, it was like, oh, don't fall asleep, like too deep. And she texted me straight away. I had it with Emily as well. I fell asleep yesterday for a bit, and then I just woke all of a sudden. It was like, I've got to ring Emily and ask her what she kind of wants for dinner. I ring her, she's already in the shop. And I'm like, awesome. Okay. I just saw a name, Peter. Birth chart very important in validate and placements. Yeah, I think that's one. I think I'm not going to understand it. Whenever I look at the birth charts, I just kind of look and go. So it's definitely an area that I'm being drawn to actually check out. We come across this stuff at different stages and phases. A thought came into your mind. Also, a thought came into my head after a song played on my phone. It was my favourite song when I was 5 and had no idea why until now. Yeah. I laugh about the song because I don't ever remember my sisters being told that they had songs, but I was. There was 2. I was told that there were songs, so I've always kind of grown up knowing that there's been 2 songs that have been associated with me. The first one was, well, it was actually the second one, but it's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and apparently they used to sing that to me whilst I was in hospital. I was very asthmatic as a child, and They didn't really know if I pulled through. So apparently that's the song that the doctors used to sing to me. But when I was born, it was Stevie Wonder, Isn't She Lovely? And I giggle, like made from love. But Stevie Wonder, yeah, apparently my parents used to sing that. It's all programmed in, see? Isn't she lovely? So I got the programming. Well, I don't really know what to say about that. I was a kid. Yours Was Shine by Collective Soul. I don't know that song, Megs. Ash, they're the ones that have been, that's who they are, Alana, who's been like prompting me. I'm sure it was Cafe Astrology. It's a video. It keeps coming up. Like after this is uploaded, it will come up on little squares. It's just there all the time, so I'm going to have to. Thank you, Cecilia. Apparently it was meant to be. Well, depends who you ask. Okay. I'm kind of going down and then going back up. Laurie, my sister knows and looks at me seriously. How many sinks do you get? Went to Christian concert last night and the band says that song sounds kind of like the Bee Gees and the song I listened to, It's Wedding Day. Oh, I got lost there, Laurie. I was actually thinking about Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds because you know that the first kind of skeleton that they found, like human remains, they called it Lucy. And apparently they got the name because, let's just say, the tribe that found these remains, I think they were at the top of a hill and they were looking up at the stars. And it was about Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And that, I believe that's how they came about calling the first kind of human to be found, the remains, Lucy. Am I an old fossil? Right, I'm going to have a look at what these new cards want to say. I don't think I've missed anything. If I have, because I'm not going to be going back up, let's make sure I've got all the way to the bottom. All the Lucys I've met in my life have been really lovely and genuine. I haven't met many. My mum, she was a lovely lady. That's it, really. There was a girl at school. I didn't really know her. She seemed nice. You are the tribe that found me. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at these cards then. Right, let's see if we can have a giggle. Oh my, I've got chocolate on the table, guys. 51st Dates. Oh, my children love them kind of movies. It's like there's a whole row of DVDs that is just like those kind of films. Oh, chocolate. Lucy was her name. Hi, Anna. I'm fasting at the moment. Is anyone else fasting? Well, chocolate, bananas, apples. Not much interest for heavy food. I can kind of see what they are because the red ones are the major arcanas at the moment. You're joking me. Be quiet, Laurie. Emily, was it last? Emily, yeah, said to me, oh, I did eat last night. I ordered pizza. What is it for me and pizza? Okay, yeah, we did stuff out last night, but I haven't really had anything today. And I told you I rang her to ask her what she wanted for dinner. She was already in the shop, so she got loads of goodies. I ordered pizza, and I said, shall we hang out? She said, yeah, I want to watch The Chamber of Secrets. So guess what I was watching last night? And it was like, I've got to get the book, or I need to find where the book is. It's hiding. So we were watching The Chamber of Secrets, which was really good because I've read the Philosopher's Stone recently. There you go. You're only around children, except here with you guys. We're a bunch of kids anyway. I'd rather be around kids. Oh. Kids are easy. They're just easy to hang out with. It's letting me see some, and then yesterday you could only stomach a smoothie. Yeah, I'm not even worrying about it. The amount of crap I put into my body yesterday, but I think it's going to be changing because I've gone more onto fruit today. And I'm feeling more like I want fruits, vegetables, more water in me. I've got a bit of a lower back pain. Oh, I've got chocolate. I've got dairy milk, Cadbury's dairy milk with Dame in it. Look at that hammer. It's like justice, look. Have some chocolate. Go see Call of the Wild movie. Oh, I just broke it in half. I don't want to eat that much. Is that on in our cinemas? There's I'm just thinking about why, like, you're talking about the movies, and I'm just thinking about what I've heard on the radio, what's been advertised. There's like a movie out, I can't think what it's called, Outsider, but they're going on some kind of quest. Yeah, but it's in our cinema lobby. Where are you? I forget where you guys are. Me as well. The Hills. Okay. Probably not. That's why it's like you can't get me excited about films and shit because we might have to wait ages. I don't really do this. I haven't been to the cinema in ages. Hi, Stacey B. I'm going to come back to you, Stacey. I'm just Alana, lower back and knee. Yep, got knees as well. Pain. And my hips. You've had a few shots of pain in your lower back. I've had quite shooting pain here, where I've kind of gone, what's up, you know? What's going on? I don't know what's going on with the masculines. Maybe. I don't know what this means. I do know what it means, and I know why. I was trying to think of the film. We've been talking about this film. Migraines. The only thing I can I used to suffer from migraines when I was like a teenager, like severe migraines. Anyway, not anymore. But that film, What Dreams May Come, in it, he's like a doctor, and the kid is, why he's on the phone at the beginning, why he's on the phone to his wife, the patient has been suffering from really bad headaches, and he got her to stand there with her mouth over her hand, breathing into it. Does that cure migraines? Because I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's interesting. If I get a headache again, I'm going to stand there and breathe into my hand. So at the beginning, why does he tell the little girl? Because he asks if she needs glasses. So is that... Well, maybe it might now. Let's like turn that around positive. Try it again. Maybe you need to try it longer. It's worth a go. I don't know. You've got to believe that it's going to work. Give it a go anyway. I don't know why. Okay. But that film seems to be coming up a bit. I still haven't watched all of it. Hi, T-Rose. Cat. The Call of the Wild will make you cry. I just watched it maybe a month ago. My DM suggested it to me. So strange to hear it brought up here. Not strange, coincidence. Not a coincidence. It was meant to be a synchronization. Okay. I'm going to have to watch it as well, mate. You use an ice pack. Feels wonderful. Good. As long as you've got some kind of remedy that works for you. That's all that matters. Like, I just see that you... Who said put there they use Vicks? With the Vicks for me. Are you talking about like... It's menthol Vicks. Like a vapor rub. Yes. Okay. Well, how, I'm going to give you all my little like remedies now. Okay. When you have or you think that you have a cold, okay, like runny nose, rub that Vicks on your feet and put some socks on and go to bed. Vicks vapor rub, soles of your feet. We're talking about the feet. On the soles of your feet, put some socks on, go to sleep. You feel much better in the morning. You can put it on your chest and under your nose and all that kind of malarkey as well, but put it on the soles of your feet. Right, should we have a look? I'll come some kind of doctor. Listen, if you believe it works, it'll work. Sorry, in a cloth or have someone rub your back too and just rest. You need that someone to rub your back. 15 years. Oh, that's not good. Time to get rid of them. Okay, Soul Sisters. Too funny. Lovely. Let's have a look at these cards that have come out. Oh, I seem to have the Five of Wands seriously staring at me. Hi, Gypsy. Exactly, there is no doctor in the vortex. Hi, Kat. Right, let's have a look, see what's going on. We've got the Divine Feminine. I'll show you them. It'll tell its own story, hopefully. I don't really know how it's going to go. It's like kind of one of those, you know, where you would finish a sentence, so you would write a statement and then someone else would carry it on. Or when you're doing the three pictures, like one picture, but someone draws the head, someone draws the body, someone draws the legs, that kind of stuff. I just believe now that my body's a temple and nothing can enter it. That one works for me. So I don't really tend to pick up any poorliness anymore, any poorliness. And if I do, I check my happiness levels every time. Every time. Okay, so we've got the Divine Feminine. Let's get on with our reading. What's going on with the Divine Feminine? Blending. Blending of the feminine, masculine energy. I like this one. This is one of the new ones. We've got Mrs. Encouragement. So Mrs. Encouragement, I feel is like, well, she's not perfect, is she? Look. But she's going to help with the courage. See you later, Cecilia. Have a beautiful day. Then we've got the clean slate. So we've got the Divine Feminine, the blending, Mrs. Encouragement, and the clean slate. So this sounds very much about encouraging your masculine rather than the opposite to encouragement. I can't even find the word. Because we have whole again. This is about erasing the past, guys, letting it go, being the Divine Masculine's encouragement and not, there's conflict here. He really is concerned. We've got him whole again. I think it's him. We'll find out because we've got another character card here. So that Mrs. Encouragement was the Queen of Pentacles. That's what I called her. Oh, we've got Mr. Romantic here. Mr. Romantic. It's like the Mr. Men. Look, Mr. Men. Whole again. We've got Mr. Romantic. Knight of Cups. Oh, that's lovely. Your DM's preparing for an interview this week. Gonna send him some encouragement later or tomorrow morning. He's got this. The awakening of the student. So we've got Mr. Romantic, who is awakened and wants to know more. It's whole again. About love. It's not as bold, is he? I always think there's a reason why I do these cards, but he's not as bold. So he's still kind of learning about this love. And then we have a Master Manifester. At least it didn't say Master Masturbator. Oh, he's got in control of this romance. Romantic. It's like, pack it in. Get serious now. So this is about making it happen in the physical. Wow. 001, guys. What's the bottom of the deck? Mr. Know-It-All. You do call him my master. It's a joke, but not a joke. I think our Divine Masculines are all like masters. Our master. I don't believe that the Divine Feminine actually really takes proper notice. Takes anyone else as serious as what she does, the Divine Masculine. He's in total control when he's in his power. I wanted to say divine power. Mr. Know-It-All. So he thinks he knows it all because this is the King of Swords. This will make sense. Mr. Know-It-All. And then we've got the awakening of the student. I said, he's not that bold. He's feeling bold, but he doesn't know as much as what. This is his confidence. So his ego's here a little bit. But that's good because that's what our ego is. Our ego is our encouragement. People say we don't want the ego. Oh, we do. The ego makes us do things that we might not have done. The ego is when we know our own worth. It's about taming that ego. That's all. But it's what's going to get him through. if he's behaving like Mr. Know-it-all, it's like, I want to say to the Divine Feminine, for one, it says be the Divine Feminine. For two, the blending. Okay, so allow him to be proud, for his ego to come through. Encourage him. The last thing the Divine Masculine really wants is the Divine Feminine saying, like, that she knows it all. Okay, let him be Mr. Know-it-all, even if you know what he's kind of talking about, and maybe you could express it better. Don't. Allow him. Allow him to step into this wonder. Because he's feeling whole again. He's feeling romantic. The awakening of the student, he doesn't know, okay, everything. But what he does know, he's very proud of. He's manifested some stuff. Where are you off to, Carol? Birthday party for a 5-year-old grandson just landed at my house. Oh, have fun. Man, I love birthday parties. I want to go to Carol's. Wait until like I can teleport there. That's it, Laurie. Their egos have been bruised and they're fearful. They want to be confident. Okay, they want to step into the power, take control. I believe they're so aware of this legacy, prophecy. Oh, Carol, just have fun. She's off playing. We don't need to. I mean, maybe a while back, we might have got. Well, I suppose because we've been waiting, I don't want to say for the truth, but I want to say we've been waiting for the Divine Masculine to kind of find his truth. We have to be like respectful of their own journey. Feel like a proud mama bear. You know what it's taken. That's why. Divine Feminines have been through it. They've had a different journey, a different awakening. They do know stuff that you don't know. It's like it's not a time to get all cocky because all of a sudden the masculines woke up and he now kind of is agreeing maybe with things that you were suggesting, but he knows other stuff. I shared a video today on the Facebook page and it was like some of the greatest like spiritual mentors out there talking about how they woke up. And the link, the sync I could put together was that it was at the point when they were ready to die. They didn't want to live anymore. Something happened. Look at it. I thought it was really interesting. Especially Eckhart Tolle was a very negative person, close to suicide. And when he was kind of like at that point where he was good to, it's the point of surrender. I'm going to use these cards because these cards really wanted to talk to me earlier. So let's take this step by step. I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. Okay, Divine Feminines. Let's have a look and see what the guidance is. Divine Masculine, 9 of Cups. Okay, so I've already decided what I was going to call this card. I think I was going to call the Nine of Cups smugly satisfied. You are his will to live. It's lovely. Two of Wands. But Mr. Invisible here again. But I feel as if he really does want to make an appearance. It's partial success here for both. You can't get to the Ten of Cups like on your own. Oh, that will make me cry. Happy tears. Laurie, I didn't either, but I was feeling completely hopeless. Okay, right. I'll read back through that because I think that's kind of like you guys talking about like your ascension. I'm going to get more. He's definitely wanting to, by what I was picking up on the cards earlier, the Divine Masculine, it's something like, it's definitely like near on time. And it's all written in the stars, okay? It's like a prophecy. And it's very close. But it's like they need to know if the Divine Feminine is sure before they make an appearance. So that's an insecurity of theirs, but I was trying to find out what they wanted to know. Marriage was coming up. Whether it was important, was it necessary, would you marry them? It was kind of like, do you need to date your Divine Masculine? Are you sure enough now that it's kind of forever? That was coming up. I thought that was a bit deep. It was definitely the question, are you sure? In the end, I kept walking away and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say. And it was saying about meditating. We're leaving it there with the Divine Feminine. It is the Divine Masculine. He's at this point here, but it's like, are you sure? So whether or not he's done a disappearing act, I knew most of you were going to say that it's forever. There is no questioning. No matter what the separation's been, it's just a knowing. Okay, let me just have a look. So whether somebody who's watching needs to hear it, I don't know, but someone's mind needs to be put at rest. I can't read the first part. I just want to call you Belle. You went to the river today to clear your head, and after a deep breath, I backed out to leave the park. And as I was about to pull onto the street, my DM was pulling in. Yeah, and little tests like this. Why do these chance passings happen? To see how you react, see how it affects you. Cherie, mine doesn't know, and now I'm feeling like I need to detach more and focus on my work. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. It's a sign, it most definitely is. Yet forever a definite knowing, never a doubt, just timing, in divine hands. Our Divine Masculines are in the Divine's hands, and so are we. So you don't know if we're married, nor do I care. All I know is our connection is divine. After weeks of silence, I see him. He had someone else in his passenger seat. Another test. You would have jumped on it too soon in your time. Me too. I tried to jump on it too soon. But we learn. It's like all the time we're questioning whether or not we're ready. Well, we just got to be ready, haven't we? There is no time that you're kind of ready. You're ready when you're ready in divine timing. You can drive yourself insane otherwise. Okay. So, divine feminine, we've got the Nine of Cups, the divine masculine here. He is smugly satisfied. It's like he's just coming into sight. I'm not going to say anything. I drove away. He moved far away while he was there. He's messing with me. I'm trying to let go. Anything means anything. That's hard to let go. Anything means anything, seeing as we're in this world of synchronizations. And that's where we kind of find our meaning, is through there. If he wasn't meant to be in the area, well, something's made him go there. You didn't say whether or not he spotted you, because obviously he will go away and about that. So who knows what the lesson is within this? Only really you know what lesson will be brought up for you and your masculine for him. But it's definitely a lesson within it. Okay, I'm going to carry on. The blending. So let's look at the Hierophant. It's not the Hierophant. Why would I call the blending the Hierophant? Because Divine's doing it. He did. He stopped and turned in when I was coming out. Yeah, so that's going to affect him. Playing on his mind, I imagine. You've got to remember all the stuff that Divine does as well. Get some messages through. The blending, Nine of Swords. This was the card that I kept kind of looking at as if to say, when it kept giving me the Six of Swords. It was like, are you ready to move on? You ready to move on? Are you sure? Are you sure? And this felt here like a little bit of deflation from the Divine Feminine to say yes. It's like she's drained. She's done as much as she can. So I feel as if the masculine's feeling smugly satisfied, and this card wants to come off. And look, it's he's going to bring in the balance. You're both tired. Look how he's matured with his giving and receiving here. But this is a card of bringing in the balance. And the Divine Feminine is drained, energetically drained. There's some kind of healing that's going to go on here with the blending. The Divine Masculine will start to feel more vibrant, and the Divine Feminine should feel more energized. It's very interesting. It's like the 1414. I felt like, because we've been, well, I was touching up on I was touching up on adolescent love. I spoke about it during the week. Like, oh, it was the where we're naked and you don't really tell the difference, like, until we hit puberty. And that 14 here. So I believe this is like, these are the days of our life that are coming up. Not those were the days of our life. It's like these are going to be the days of our life. The masculine will feel more younger, and so will the Divine Feminine. She'll feel more vibrant. The blending. Youthfulness is coming through. So, a new beginning will be a rebirth. I don't want to go all the way back with my rebirth. I'd like to go back to, like, you know, first love. Mrs. Encouragement. It's the Divine Feminine's card, as in the Queen of Pentacles. That goes in with the Coca-Cola advert. I shared that one as well. First time, first love. This card keeps coming up. The Five of Pentacles. This is Mrs. Encouragement. The Five of Pentacles. This is all I kept feeling, because this card has been showing its face a lot today. It's like it's coming to the end of the runner and chaser. Mrs. Encouragement. He's nearly there. He is going to wear himself out, the Divine Masculine. Mrs. Encouragement. I know what's underneath. It's the connection. 4 of Wands. The 1111 card. So then we've got the clean slate. And that's what we're talking about, having a complete new beginning, a clean slate. Okay. We're not calling it the Fool, we're calling it the clean slate. For the King of Wands, the Divine Masculine. He's got ideas, he's got passion. He's got some tonic for the Divine Feminine. Help perk them both up. Hi, one to be loved. The clean slate. Now, normally we'd see the Divine Feminine sitting there as the Queen of Wands, okay? In her spirituality, her mysticism. But we have the masculine here. It's time for him to take over. It's going to happen at some point, guys. I'll catch up on this later. So now we've got whole again. The Divine Masculine's whole again. Now we've got the Divine Feminine, who is walking into the waters with the blending. It's like she's got the orb. I did want to call her the Oracle. When I said about it's normally the Divine Feminine sitting there, I was going to kind of say, I can't remember the mythic, but I was going to say the Oracle. But we have the masculine is here. The Divine Feminine. Here she is going kind of into the waters here with her orb. Calm. Being very tranquil here. I was like advised earlier to sleep, to take a bath, contemplation time. All these cards just kept coming up and over again. Because we've got the Seven of Swords here. You can see the masculine's trying to sort out some, I don't know, finer details. Yeah, baby steps. I think I said that. Let's take one step at a time. And that's what I think you're going to have to do with the masculines. That doesn't mean it will take like a long time. Okay, but to start with, it's going to have to be serious baby steps. That was with whole again. So how does he tell the Divine Feminine that he's been through his spiritual transformation? It's like she's kind of well into it. Mr. Romantic here. So that's his plans. And that's taken a lot. I don't think he knows any other way to really come in. He's still carrying quite a lot of burdens. So I believe that he's going to come in. He wants to come in quite romantically, light-hearted. It's the worst thing that you can really do is piss on his bonfire. It's taken him a long time to get that spark, that flame going now. Probably a lot of huffing and puffing. Patience. He's on his way. It's a card of nearly being home. Romantic. If he's come after all the challenging times, okay, he's been through, and we know what these masculines have been through and what lessons they've been thrown, whether you like them or not, they weren't yours. They weren't yours to dish out. Maybe you did dish them out before you kind of come in. Maybe you chose what kind of, each of you, the experience you was going to gain. But they weren't yours to dish out. Divine's dished them out. Whatever you think of them. If you stop and have a think, you should be at the point now where you can see why. Where the growth was for you and for them. And allow it to play out. It's karma playing out. And it needs to. Like, all of it needs to play out. So if he's coming in Mr. Romantic, and this is a little bit of a front, this is kind of for his ego. He doesn't know how else to come in. If he's awakened to love, the romance, he's going to want to express it. Got the awakening of the student. Like I said, the vest is quite bold. He might not know what he's doing. He could be struggling to express this unconditional love that he feels for the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine with the Ten of Cups. So he knows what he needs. He knows what he needs. I was going to say he knows what he wants, but he doesn't. He knows what he needs. What fulfills his needs? The awakening of the student. The Nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. He blew your heart chakra wide open. Yeah. That was kind of our awakening, wasn't it? It's like meeting the Divine Masculine. Master Manifester. Let's see what's going on. So all this encouragement, it's been getting through to the masculine. To have the Divine Feminine here in her independence. She's got that bird there. It's how she's holding the branch down, although there's no leaves on there. I felt like she's kind of holding the branch down so she could kind of look, but there's no leaves there. Okay. The awakening of the student with the Ten of Cups. Is he bold enough to go for it? So really, this is a recent awakening, a recent epiphany, maybe over the weekend. Master Manifester. If the underlying energy is Mr. Know-It-All, we have even though I haven't used them cards, the Five of Wands. This could be him really realising that maybe he doesn't know it all. None of us know it all. And neither will we, because we're always evolving. The person that thinks that they know it all is very much within their ego. So Master Manifester with the High Priestess. You've got the Magician. The Magician is the first person, okay, that you meet, the full meets on his journey. So the clean slate, you meet the Magician shows you how to use the tools that are on the table. You need to pay attention. It looks like it's been a quick class, okay? This is how you do it. Boom, boom, boom. High Priestess, I feel like all these downloads have come in for the masculine and guidance from the feminine. And now he's Mr. Know-it-all. So he may have had something happen very quickly for him to feel as if he's all of a sudden got a lot of knowledge. And my throat is blocking. Mr. Romantic again. Okay. I'm going to quickly I don't know what I'm going to say. Cowify. It's not coward. That's what it is. It's something to do with courage and being a coward. He doesn't want to be a coward anymore. No one wants to be a coward. Cowards aren't respected, are they? Someone that doesn't go after their truth or lives their truth. They're a coward, and no one really respects a coward. The Divine Masculine's not a coward. I kept seeing him earlier as well with these cards. It was like he was always in front of the chicken. It was like he's no chicken. He's not scared. Mrs. Encouragement. So I'm just going to double check these, guys. Make sure we've got the story going right. Divine Feminine. Let's have a look. 9 of Cups. He's smugly satisfied. Looks like he understands that he's only going to really reach partial success without the Divine Feminine. And there's the 10 of Cups. There's the realization for the Divine Feminine. But the masculine, he's at the 9 of Cups, guys. He just needs to offer that cup to get him to the 10. He needs to take his invisibility cloak off. Because the awakening of the student knows it's a Divine Feminine for the 10 of Cups. The blending. The Divine Feminine looks very weak, as if I felt like it's more energy vampires sucking of her light. The masculine looks old. There's the connection with the blending. Perfect, really. Coming together. The Divine Feminine in the Emperor, she's resting. She needs to rest. Okay? But there's still worry here for her. It's still draining on her energy. Who comes in? Divine Masculine. A kick up the bum from Divine. Comes in to save the day. Okay, so he's got to have the willpower to do this. So the encouragement from the Divine Feminine. That's just energetically. I don't think that's like reaching out. He needs to do this. So we've got Mrs. Encouragement. So make sure that you are in a positive mindset. Otherwise, the Divine Masculine is not going to feel drawn to come close to you. This encouragement, the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. I think it was this way, really. Just waiting for it to wrap up. The Runner and Chaser stage here. It's like stay optimistic. That was coming up a lot. Don't lose hope now, just before the miracle occurs. I'll have to catch up with your comments later, guys. Divine Feminine, like I said, just stay out of it. This encouragement is telepathy. You should be able to communicate with your masculine now. If you are sensing his insecurities and you're being questioned in the spiritual realm, answer the best that you can, please. There's lots of communication. Your masculine is very confused. And it's like he really needs you to be sure that you're sure that you want this, because he's coming in, but he's coming in for the legacy, for the prophecy. 033. Clean slate, the King of Wands. Okay, there's the long-term offer. That is the legacy. That is the prophecy. The return to innocence. Someone's home. Oh, that's a little one. She's in. She's come darting through there. Okay, so now we've got Whole Again. The Death card, double death. Double death. It really is a double death. The Divine Feminine's been kind of through on a different path. The masculines have been on their own. Whole again, coming together. Queen of Cups. I felt really as the oracle here. The guiding light, divine masculine. The end of deception and envy. Passion ignited, the opportunities from the universe. It's just that it's that spark up the masculine's bum. The divine feminine's already out of, sorry, let me show you. So the Ace of Wands, this is offered from the universe, or pushed. When you're pushed for purpose. Divine feminine's up, she's off of her throne, she's going. There's a surrender, the masculine's been pushed to. Seeing as it's Mr. Romantic, Prince of Cups, Mr. Know-it-all, maybe he has to apologise because maybe he didn't know it all. There's some swallowing of some pride here, so that the courage is gained. The push for rebirth, the new beginning, whole again, universe, spark up the bum. If the masculine's had a spark up the bum and it's ignited him, don't go pissing on it, divine feminine, okay? Seriously, it starts taking a lot of effort, that has, for the divine to get through. It's like, don't fuck it up now. That might be why the masculine needs to know if you're sure, like really sure. I don't think he can deal with another disaster. Where's that going? Mr. Romantic is carrying a burden. In reverse, I actually like seeing that in reverse because it can be about holding on to things and not going with the flow. Now he's turned up on his head here, which means I feel he's at that stage, he's going to do it. He's going to surrender, but there's something that he needs from the divine feminine, and that's assurance, encouragement, positivity, a positive expectation, no more negativity, no more going over the journey that we've all been through and how shitty it was and how we all got hurt. Baby steps. The divine masculine knows that he doesn't know it all. So now we've got the awakening of the student, the Nine of Pentacles, the divine feminine. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups on the table. And the Nine of Cups is with the divine feminine up there. And we've got the divine feminine here with the awakening of the student. Look, it's like he's actually like really interested to hear like about all of it. It's become part of the family. The Magician, the Hangman. Divine keeps the divine masculine there until he's got enough information to come down. And we've got the Magician. It's time to come down. So the Hangman's above all of this, but look where the Magician's pointing. The divine feminine, ground this now. It's bringing it to the physical. This wasn't even like the working week, guys. I'm not even looking. This is a good reading. I'm not looking what you guys are saying. This is a really good reading. Master Manifestor with the High Priestess. So card number 1 with 2. So we're in order. Master Manifestor and the Magician with the High Priestess. The Hierophant isn't on the table, but I called it Temperance, the Hierophant. So it is. The Hierophant's bringing in the balance. Feels like the Divine Father is putting this one together. Like, if you like want to say, I don't really use the word, well, do we use the word God a lot? I don't know. But the Divine Father for me would be kind of like the creator. Well, it's a magician. And when you don't let God in, then you've got the ego. And the ego stands for etching God out. You learned that from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Doctor in the house. Doctor in. Okay, let's have a look at this Master Manifester with the High Priestess. That's a bit of a team, isn't it? With the Hierophant, but it's not the Hierophant. The Hierophant acting as temperance, bringing in the balance, which means that the Divine Feminine nor the Divine Masculine need to do that. Their energies are being too drained. It's like their energies are pulling on each other when really they need to come together now. Okay. Do you want to give me a card? Table's a bit messy. I think I might need some chocolate in a minute. The Divine Masculine needing to be spiritually strong, following spiritual guidance. He's through the barricades. He's on the clean path. He's on the clean slate. He's there. Shit, he's on his own. Look. He looks petrified. Wounded. I feel as if the masculine's going, okay, I've done what I was told. Okay, what now what? Mr. Know-it-all, because he really just doesn't really know it all. All he knows is that he's in love. Temperance is here helping him out. It's a Hierophant. So it's definitely divine assistance. Wow. When I saw that KS there, I know it took me to KC and the Sunshine Band. Trying to think of the words. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. A change of direction, not a change in direction, a change of direction. It used to say a change in direction underneath, but it's in pencil. I don't even know if you can see it there. But we changed it. It's a change of direction. Okay. Oh, I've got a stitch. I feel like I've got so much gas in my stomach. Okay. How long have I been on for? 1 hour and 13 minutes, 22 seconds. So we're going to wrap up. Especially seeing as that's that death number there. Wrap up, sleep on it, see what tomorrow brings. Or today, later today for me. I am going to get a postcard from Spirit. My wrapping up normally means I'm here for another 15 minutes, doesn't it? Guys, do you want a Rumi or a Mother Mary? Do you think we should get a Mother Mary? I think we should. Write and meditate. Well, it's quite early. I can get a relatively early night. Mary, I think we should get a Mary. I'm getting a postcard from Spirit first because there's a lot of assistance for the masculines here. All right, we've got a couple. We've got a couple. Oh, that's nice. We've got a couple. We have a lovely love heart here. Well, this one says with love, and this one says take flight. Just at the bottom, it normally has, it says with love. Dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide, stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. Loving you so much, always and forever. Set yourself and others free. This is a drain on both the divine feminine and the divine masculine now. That's beautiful, isn't it? Should we see what Take Flight wants to say? Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternative plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. Guys, these messages are a bit like awesome. I love the Oracle cards, they bring it together. I mean, let's just go for, yeah, I'm just kind of like in awe. I wasn't even knowing what was going to come out in this live stage, so I don't really know. The thing is, I can't do readings like behind the scenes. Like they don't kind of, I don't know. The time I get a clear reading is when I'm on. So I haven't really pulled any cards. Like I said, I was playing earlier, but in the end, I had to put them down because it was the same messages. Well, hopefully we've cleared as much as what we're needing to clear by this live. For whoever needs to hear or feel that vibration. Definitely watch back, guys. Okay, I have to because I don't remember what I say. And tomorrow I might talk about, I was playing earlier with a reading like March for March, whether you guys would, I think I'm going to do it as a paid service, but it's more of your March outlook, kind of what you need to work on. So maybe putting some crystals and the chakra cards. Anyway, I was just thinking about doing it at the beginning of the month for anyone that kind of wants a reading, and then they can just keep going back to that and see what their guidance is to get you through month by month. But we'll talk about it. It was just another reading I thought that I could just put in and keep it quite cheap, $25 still. I imagine it'll be I was playing with it earlier, and it was quite nice because I didn't actually pull any tarot cards, but I think I would at the end. I think there's about 9 cards there that had a little romance section, and then you had like an angel's prayer and a colour card and a chakra card. You had a postcard from Spirit. So it would still be quite a lengthy reading, but it was more about if you don't want to, well, if you actually want to take, I want to say your education seriously, but we forget the weekly readings. So if you just kind of I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Anyway, that's what was going around in my mind. Now we're going to do a Mother Mary and I'm going to go. Okay. Maybe I'll do a practice one. Like, we could do a collective and see how it comes out. And then you can have a look and see whether or not the collective one's enough for you. I speak to so many of you and we've all got different areas that planning for the month. That's it, exactly. Planning for the month. But you can have your own personal one. I could do a collective one, which will be enough. But when we're kind of really now, we need to speak about mission work as well. I wanted to talk about that tonight. We're not going to, because that's going to be way too stimulating. But, okay. Right then. Well, I'll try and do a sample of it tomorrow. And then I'll have a look at how long it is and just make sure the flow of it works. Let's end on a Mother Mary. I love it. I'm looking down. All I can see is your name, Alana. Alana Fairchild. I could imagine you, Alana, being a fair child, being very fair as a child, loving, understanding. Hi, Bond. Hi, Bond. You know, I've made up all these names for you guys. Like, some of your names I bet I don't even pronounce. Right. I'm not changing it when we meet. It's still going to be called Bond. Okay. You found that funny, Kerry. Well, you're called Kerry, so. Stacey B. And if you guys not had a Skype call, I've got some speed dating sessions. Try and get them booked in with me so that I can get to actually meet you. I'll put it in the description box tomorrow because I sometimes forget. Oh, Our Lady of Divine Presence. Guys, it's in reverse, okay? Which doesn't mean anything with the Mother Mary cards, but the bottom of the deck is card number 35, Our Lady of Divine Direction. But 13, we've not even got 13, 14 has showed its head. Come on. Temperance. Where else did I see well, we had the blend in here. And it's in reverse. Remember, we've got this in reverse. It's what it says, Our Lady of Divine Presence. Excuse me. I feel a bit gassy. Let's read this message. Very interesting. 14. It's like, I don't even, oh dear, what's this stitch in my side? I don't know if it's trapped wind. It's like, oh, it's really pulling. Okay, are you ready? Sorry, I'm going to try not to giggle. It's the first part. You have been preparing to receive me, opening your heart and clearing away past shame and doubt. My voice keeps going, guys. Like, I'm not going to worry about it. If it goes, it goes. But trapped wind? No, I don't think it is. It's some, well, or it's not mine. I've been having like this. I'm not going to take it as mine. I'm not claiming it as mine anyway. I maybe need to get up and just stretch in a minute. Okay, let's read this bloody message and I'm getting off. 1, 2, 4. An hour and 25 minutes. Okay. You have been preparing to receive me. I'm thinking of the pelvic floor exercises now. Seriously, we've all done our part. Right, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the table. Just relax and release. I wish You have been preparing to receive me, opening your heart and clearing away past shame and doubt. You have been asking for the divine light to be with you. And I tell you now, I am alive within you. Your wish to serve the world, to be blessed by my light so that you can assist others is granted. As you open your heart and mind to me, your every touch becomes my touch. Your loving gaze holds the light of my own eyes within it. My grace lives in you, flowing through you into the heart of the world. How beautiful is that? There comes a time on our spiritual path when that which was once idea or philosophy is ready to become a living experience. It can be a time of exhilaration and excitement as one begins to live by metaphysical principles, building reliance upon trust, prayer, and intuition, and the benevolent guidance and protection of unconditionally loving higher beings such as Mother Mary. It is the beginning of taking one's spiritual life beyond ideas and into a living, breathing reality. As this happens, the soul can relax into life and many opportunities open up. This happens repeatedly in increasing degrees throughout our life path. We soften and open to allowing more divine light and learn how to live with trust. And learn how to live it with trust. Whilst this is a continuing work in progress for us spiritually, there are milestones that we achieve, which mark times when we are about to shift up a notch in our spiritual frequency. In such moments, we are becoming more capable of allowing the divine presence to live in us, less obstructed by the workings of our ego. Once this can happen to a certain degree, healing can flow through us, whether we consider ourselves to be a healer or not. This healing energy has a constructive effect on our own life and the lives of those around us. This oracle comes to you in confirmation that you are opening up to living divine presence, and it is having an effect on you and your life. Perhaps you are at a point in your life when a path is opening up and taking you in a different direction to what you expected. Perhaps you want to know if this is divinely orchestrated and should therefore be trusted and followed. Perhaps you are feeling emotional or physical ups and downs, which might be connected to your spiritual path as you release old emotional pain and new spiritual energy enters your mind and body. This may be happening because you have started practicing yoga or meditation, spending more time in nature, or are changing your lifestyle to become more loving and kind towards yourself. Or perhaps you want to start yoga and meditation and are wondering if it will be worth the effort, time and organisation it may take to make such a commitment. Just going to stop it there. Interesting, that video I shared earlier, that's how, all through meditation, the insights come to them. They spoke about the downloads and how none of them could have explained it at the time, what was going on with them, until you have a deeper understanding that it was a spiritual awakening. Check out that video on the Facebook page, guys. The stories of the spiritual ascensions of the masters. Okay. Oh, hi, Jason. Jason, I'm just signing off soon, but it was awesome for you to join us. Make sure you watch back this video. I think it's a good one. Okay. Our Lady of Divine Presence brings us an answer to all these questions. She appears at a time when we are receiving more of the living divine, and our bodies and our lives are changing as a result. The more we continue to surrender into her through trust, the more this can continue to unfold and the more her grace is given permission to flow into us and through us. This benefits not only others, but also the Divine Mother and us too. Our Lady of Divine Presence also confirms that you are capable of bringing healing energy into the world when you allow yourself to trust her and open your heart. It just flows. If you are considering embarking upon a career as a healer or deepening your healing practice to bring in other modalities such as energetic healing, you are acknowledged as having the ability to do this and divine support in doing so. If you are going through a healing process and feeling emotional intensity at times, she guides you to stay with your process and let the body shed old emotional pain to become more free. She confirms that the life changes that are happening for you or will be happening soon are a result of your spiritual growth and are to be trusted and accepted. Finally, if you have been connecting with guidance and wondering if it is genuine guidance, you are encouraged to continually pray for guidance that is based in unconditional love and to trust that, yes, you can consciously receive such guidance. Tune into your heart and trust. Wow. I'm not reading the healing process. I said about a doctor in the house, didn't I? And it just spoke about us, our healing practices. So we will be talking about mission work, guys, on live soon. And I'm going to end on a journey of love, just because I don't know how they're going to beat that. Not it's a competition, but oh, happy March! Yes, it's March. We're going to march into March. Oh, bring it on. This was an awesome reading. I'm going to have to go and stretch though. It's 1:01. Let's get this wrapped up. 1 hour and 33 minutes. Okay. It's your birthday this month? Okay, Laurie. Don't tell me when, Laurie. Don't tell me. It's the last day of the month. 31st of March is Laurie's birthday. Laurie's Divine Masculine was born on the 17th of January. Yes. Gifts received. Okay. Yeah. They can just bring it in perfectly. You laugh, Missy. Gifts received. Let's do it again because it's card number 13. We've got 13 and 14 coming out quite a bit. So this death number. We'll read it again. This card came up the other day, but let's see what the meaning is with this reading. 13. Relax. I'm not gonna hold it up, but I'm gonna show you it. I reckon that looks like a phoenix coming out of the shadows, out of the ashes there. Relax. It's okay to accept what is coming your way now. Gentle your soul, steady your heart. Even the most precious treasure can be received by you. Why not? Are you not built of the same stuff as that treasure, beloved? It's all love, after all. That is all that there is. Enjoy, accept, rest in the knowledge that you are being invited into a sanctuary of abundance. Peaceful rest and replenishment now. It's just time. This oracle holds a message for you. The universe is trying to get something to you. More abundance, more love, an answer to a prayer. Sometimes the healing comes in unexpected packages. Sometimes we try so hard to find the answer, exerting so much effort to receive, that we make things harder for ourselves than they need to be. So relax, have some fun, be at peace, Everything is working out just fine. And there's a nice surprise coming your way. Okay. Going to end on this poem. It's only 3 lines. The wind blows softly through grass and my open heart. Love, unexpected. I'm done. I'm going. I've got to stand up. Oh, guys, awesome reading. Much love. I'm not going to hang around for much longer. Laurie, there's 17 thumbs up. There's 31 within the chat. Guys, have an awesome evening. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. And that's it. Much love. Bye for now.